talking about. Don't let this small group of people shake you, man. Don't let this small group of people determine where you are and who you are. Because them small crabs in the barrel are just small crabs in the barrel.
Morning, 3 a.m. heading to Temecula for balloon ride.
Looks like it's gonna be a cash day. Spoke too soon. Damn it!
Okay, just got signed in. About to head on down to the takeoff spot. What is this vineyard called? Something Estates?
I don't even know.
Okay, we're about to launch a test balloon. Launch a test balloon and
Speechless.
figure out where to take off from.
Oh yeah. Parachute. Yeah. Do you want to wrap this on your set?
Alright guys, now that everyone's on board, we're going to go over a few things real quick. The first thing is, for you guys closer to me, if you guys see or feel any dripping coming from the burners, know that it's water, condensation, it's totally normal. I'm underneath it, so I'll take most of the dripping. If any comes your way, it's just water. Alright, the last part we're going to go over is our most important thing. We're going to practice our landing position. So we're going to pretend we're moving in that direction. I'm going to have everyone actually turn around and face backwards. And to make sure we're on the slide, right? You reach down in front of you, there's some yellow rope handles at your waist level. You'll reach around her, sir, give her a hug. Yep, there you go. You guys are gonna hold on to those handles nice and tight. You're gonna gently bend your knees, and you're gonna lean back against the wall or person behind you. So hold on tight, bend those knees, lean back. Perfect. All right, that's just for landing. I'll let you know when I want you in that position. So go back to whatever's comfortable. If you guys want to pass the cameras out, the guys are taking photos real quick.
Yeah, their birthday.
You have a birthday?
Yeah. Hooray! That's so sweet. Aww. Oh, that's so cute.
You gotta take off your hat for the picture.
Oh, sure. Can I? Yeah. Thank you.
I'll have you hold the corners, please.
Oh, hold it?
Yes. Awesome. Hooray.
Oh, I guess I heard Alright, you can put your hat back on before your hair goes. Absolute chaos here with all the flames. Oh, running out of gas already? Oh, no way.
That's so cool. 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 That's so cool.
A beautiful morning. Got these slight Santa Ana conditions, not too fast, but all the wind's pushing out towards the ocean, so it's cleared all that dust and smog, so it's super clear today. Beautiful.
That's
Clear. Yesterday it was clear, but today's even clearer. I mean, yeah, that's the number one thing. So yeah, anytime we're below in that power line height range, I'm having heavy trouble. Also, that's why I won't fly my sunglasses. My eyes hate the sun, but I'll put them on once we're back on the ground, so I'll be able to see everything clearly. I want to go home. Lake Skinner, there is a reservoir, so that's drinking water. And because it's drinking water, they don't allow any body contact in there. You take your dirty boat on there and go fishing, you just can't get your dirty body. You feel how much warmer it is already? Just for landing, I'll rotate us, and then during the flight, I'll keep us moving so no one has to stare at the sun the whole time.
Oh.
That is the largest Native American-owned casino west of the Mississippi, Pechanga. It's huge. And beyond that, you can actually see the coastline. You can see where the darkness ends on the horizon out there. It's the ocean beyond it. Basically the county line. So we're Riverside County on this side, that's all San Diego County beyond it there. And then this is actually Mount Palomar here, this mountain here. And if you follow the ridgeline, the peak's way to the left, it's all portion. But if you follow it across to the right, where it flattens out, you'll see there's a little dome sticking above the tree line. That's the Mount Palomar Observatory. There's Mount San Antonio. There's two peaks there. San Antonio's to the left, the one's a little shorter to the right of it. That's Mount Baldy. The altitude is all Baldy as well. Problem, I moved over there.
What nature reserve is that?
No, that's my alarm.
There is a couple bugs they're protecting, as well as they have this thing. It's called the kangaroo rat.
Oh right.
Yeah, but
I've seen them in Joshua Tree.
Yeah. So they're like a mouse, but they have those kangaroo-looking legs, and they hop through the brush. Now, let's hit the water, you see that coastline. So where those little hills begin, move to the right all the way up to this big ridge line, that's all Camp Pendleton, the Marine base. They own all that. Right where the coastline flattens back out, that's where Oceanside is. You can actually see right above the rocky peak, there's a bright white building sitting right on the coastline. That's where the pier is. That's the new hotels they've been building there at the pier in Oceanside. The line going up between them. That's the 15 freeway there. You can see all those suckers heading to work today.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it gets real congested right here because everyone's trying to get through the mountains. So in the mornings, we get a lot of traffic heading down to San Diego because a lot of people still commute for work. And then in the afternoons, it's all coming back this way. So if you're down in San Diego, 2:30, 3 o'clock, just hang out there.
Right.
Yeah.
You're going to sit in 2 hours of traffic.
Stay put, huh?
Stopped with the restroom, yeah.
See where we stayed.
And so yeah, South Coast is the largest. They produce the most amount of wine, and they decided one winery wasn't enough, so they built across the street what looked like homes in a cul-de-sac in the vineyard there. That's Carter Estates. That's the logo on the other balloon there.
Carter Estates.
And then Ponte is right here next to South Coast. The U-shaped buildings, their hotel, and the different cluster of rooftops together. That's the winery. And they got jealous that South Coast built a second winery, so they built the second winery. They own Botaya here, so the white buildings with the gray roofs.
We're staying at Ponte.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can see my room.
Again a little bit here, and you feel that wind on us. Anytime we feel a breeze, that means we're getting into a different wind layer. So we only feel the breeze as we transition, and then once we catch up to the wind speed, we then move with the wind, so that breeze goes away because we're one with the wind. So I would typically say no. For the longest time, never had a bird experience. But for the first time, a month ago, it was crazy. We had this tiny little sparrow-looking bird come up, and we were up high. We're at like 3,000 feet. He just comes out of nowhere. And he comes right by us. We got really close, and he took off. And then like a minute later, he came right back, and he flew through the cables and went up into the balloon. Right? So I'm waiting and waiting, like, all right, guy, get out of there. He just keeps flopping around at them. It's finally at the point, like, I need to put some heat inside this balloon. And luckily, he was by the side of the balloon, and when I put the heat up there, the heat goes straight up, it hits the top of the balloon, and then it actually comes down and it shoots down the side. So he was against the side of the balloon, so when that heat was coming down, it pushed him back down. Luckily it didn't fry him, and it pushed him all the way down. He slipped out of the cables and left us. That was a crazy, I've never had a bird experience until the other day. So yes, I've had my first one.
Right.
I'm sure you have, or at least the book that is based on the aeronauts.
Aeronauts, yeah. I saw that man, or I just watched part of it.
But it was based on somebody's real.
Got a fan that pushes him forward. So this one's actually a trike system, so he's in like a chair and tricycle gear, and he can land going forward. But we have a bunch of guys that come out too, and they have this fan strapped to their back.
Where do they take off the
He goes.
The paraglider guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind between us is him picking us in this direction.
Where's the down the road?
I don't know.
Trapped, huh?
You guys can feel the wind shift here.
That feels good.
Feels
It's a
great.
different layer.
And we'll feel that cooler air as we get closer to the ground.
We're going on the north, straight to Europa village, but it's just like probably 50 live it. Or
Down in San Diego in the afternoons. That area has just gotten so developed, so we saw flying down there about 5 years ago.
Oh man, excellent landing.
Better than Spirit Airlines?
Yep.
All right, so now everyone stay on board. You guys are my ballast. We have to hold this thing down.
All right.
What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get the tarp laid out. We'll lay him down, and then we'll move up next to him. Yeah, we'll put on my tarp.
That was California Dreamin.
Yes, never wear a dress. You get out of the best.
Come fly with Dylan. Mimosas all around. Cheers, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So now I'll tell you guys the history of ballooning, how it all got started, and the reason that we do the champagne
okay. Yeah.
and ballooning. It's not just because we're alcoholics. There's actually a tradition that goes with it. And it dates back to the very first balloon ride. So ballooning got started in the countryside of France back in the 1780s. There was two brothers, the Montgolfier brothers. They came up with the idea. And the rumor has it, they were watching a line of clothes dry over a fire in the wintertime, and they saw a shirt kind of inflate with the heat, and it sparked the idea. Let's see if we can capture whatever it is coming off the fire and create lift. Well, they were fortunate enough, their family owned a paper factory, so they had access to all this paper. So they started building little models out of paper and figuring out what was the best design for the balloon. And they eventually came up with the big round bulb shape that we still see in the balloons today.
Oh.
Now they wanted to take their idea full scale and put humans in the sky. They knew they couldn't make the full scale balloon out of paper because half their models caught on fire, and it's paper, it's brittle, it's not very strong. So the strongest fabric at the time was silk. So there was no way the brothers were going to afford the amount of silk they would need to build this giant balloon. So they took their idea to the royal family and they pitched the king and queen their idea. Now they loved it. They said, yes, we want the French to be the first to fly. So they gave them all this money, they bought all the silk, and they built this giant balloon. But after they built the giant balloon, they quickly realized no one wanted to go on the very first balloon rides. No one knew what happened when you left the face of the earth. They didn't know if there'd be oxygen up there to breathe. So they decided to send a bunch of farm animals on the very first balloon ride. Yeah, animal testing, right? So the original balloon, it didn't have a basket like we do today. It was actually just this big wooden platform. In the center of the platform, they would cut a hole out. They would start a fire in that hole, and they pulled the balloon over the fire, let it slowly build its big ball shape. Now when it was finally inflated, they had it tied down. You could feel it buoyant, ready to go. They got the animals and the pins on the platform, and they cut the ropes and they let the balloon go flying away. Well, again, it's the 1780s, so they have no technology telling them what the winds are doing up above their heads. No little test balloons to let go early in the morning. So as soon as they cut the ropes, the balloon got up over the palace walls, and it got some fast winds, and it took off into the countryside. Now they also didn't have a nice truck or van to hop into to go chasing after that balloon, so they're on foot and horseback trying to chase it down. But unfortunately, it was too windy. They couldn't keep up with the balloon, and so the balloon got way out in the countryside, and it landed in this farmer's field. Well, this farmer comes out and sees this giant ball making animal noises coming down towards him. Yeah, so he goes and rounds up all his neighbors and workers, and they run out there with a bunch of pitchforks, and they destroyed the balloon, and they set all the animals free. Because for all they knew, this was the first alien encounter. So everyone came riding up afterwards, though. They'd found the landing site, and they'd seen what had happened. The balloon was destroyed, but the animals survived, so it was a success. So they went back to the royal family, told them about their great success, but then asked them for some more money so they could build a second balloon and actually get humans in the sky. So the second balloon, you can see paintings and renderings of it. They named it the Montgolfier after the two brothers, and there was this beautiful blue balloon with all this gold artwork coming down it. And when they finished building it, they had set a date. November 21st, 1783 would be the first manned balloon ride. Now the royal family decided they didn't want to send the inventors on the first trip, fearing something might happen to them and the technology going down with them. So they originally thought about sending prisoners, because who cares about prisoners, right? They're expendable. Something happens to them, it's a wash. So they decided not to at the last moment, because like the first balloon ride, if it gets way out in the countryside and lands with no one around, they get a free ride out of jail. So they decided to look for volunteers. And they got two gentlemen to volunteer. Now I'm terrible at saying their names. They're 6-word long French names, and I do not speak French, but I'll butcher part of one of the guys' names. It was Pilote de Rosier. It's actually where we get the term pilot from. It comes from his name. So him and this other gentleman, they boarded that platform for that first ride. Now with them, the royal family sent a few bottles of champagne. And they did this for two reasons. One, they didn't want them to have to be sober on what could be the last few minutes on Earth, so they enjoyed the bottles. They were floating away, not knowing if they were coming back down alive. But they brought the second bottle with them, just in case they got pushed way out in the countryside and they landed on someone's property and no one was on the ground yet to explain to the landowner what was going on. They wanted a way to show them that they were civilized and that they were Frenchmen. They would then gift the bottle of champagne as a peace offering. Don't kill us, don't destroy the balloon, have some free champagne. So that's why we still do the champagne today, to keep that tradition going. We always carry an extra bottle with us, just in case we land in someone's backyard, and we talk our way out of there. And it still works to this day, sometimes, all the time.
That's
Still
sweet.
do it to this day. So feel free to help yourself some more, there's plenty more. Don't be shy, we didn't land in anyone's backyard. So help yourself some more. If you're done, just leave your trash on the trailer, we'll get rid of it. And then I'm gonna pull the van up a little closer, and it'll take about 5 more minutes, we'll be on our way. All right?
Awesome.
Thank you.